Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is where you are, and welcome to the Gulf of America Trucking Channel, episode 1. I've had this on my mind for a long time to start a channel. There's a lot of trucking content out there on the interwebs, but what I want to do is a little bit different. I am a regional truck driver. I have a 53-foot dry van trailer. Freightliner Cascadia tractor. I'm a company driver. I do regional runs. I live in an unincorporated area of Pensacola, Florida. The company that I drive out of is out of Baldwin County, Alabama. And we pretty much run anywhere in the central or eastern time zones. We never go outside of that. And we don't do New York City, for example, but I could be anywhere from Minnesota to Texas to Pennsylvania, or anywhere in between on a day-to-day basis. I'm usually home on the weekends, but not always. But the aspect of this that is most interesting to me is the interactions that you have at the shipper and the receiver. And then what do you do in the morning before you start driving? What do you do in the evenings after you're done driving for the day? And, it's that's where the enjoyment of this job comes in. I'm a paid tourist. And so if this channel takes off, if this has a following, and you like what you see, I would ask that you subscribe and like everybody else does. I understand very little about the YouTube channels. I've never had a YouTube channel before other than just videos that I liked that I wanted to watch later. I've never been a content producer, but I want to give this a shot, and I'm going to take you along in the truck with me as I go down the road. Some of it will be driving things. A lot of it will be how do you not end up 400 pounds. I've packed on in the last 10 years after I turned 50. I've packed on probably 30 pounds, and I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm around 210. I should be around 170, and so I'm working on that. It's hard to do out here. A lot of us live off of gas station food. I try not to do that. I try not to live off of truck stop food. Shit'll kill you, and so I hope you enjoy the ride with me. I'm looking for feedback, things that I could do better, things that you like. I know one thing right off the top of my head that I need to do is I've got to get some better camera system. I'm shooting this right now on my cell phone, and I want to mount some cameras up in the truck. I'm thinking about maybe doing a body cam, something like that, a GoPro, where when I go and actually go face to face with the shippers and the customers, that I can blur the face out, but you'll be able to see and hear what those interactions are like. And because that's really the fun part of this. Anybody can drive one of these things up and down the highway. It's the technical aspect that I'm interested in. Because you never know what you're going to get if you're not on a dedicated run, which means that you're running to the same places all the time. And mine is kind of a halfway mix of that. So we have 2 customers on the Gulf Coast that we run all of their freight out of the Gulf Coast. But to get us back home, we take brokered freight, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm at a Sofidel plant in Haines City, Florida, outside of Orlando, kind of around the Disney properties. And in fact, I just went past the gate on my way here. And they're going to load me up with Kleenex type products, paper products. It's going to take the whole trailer, 53 feet long, and it's going to weigh about 21,000 pounds, which is roughly half, a little bit less than half of what my weight capacity is, because it's not a particularly heavy product. This is Blitz Week. What Blitz Week is when all of the state departments of transportation get together and see how bad they can break it off in the butt of truck drivers. They're looking for anything they can write tickets on. They want big numbers. And so this week, more than any other week, we have to be very, very careful that everything is perfect, because they're looking for anything that's not, so that they can write tickets on it to show that, that it was a successful week. A successful week to them is writing as many tickets as possible. A successful week for me is that I've been inspected and they couldn't find anything on this 5-year-old truck with almost 500,000 miles on it, and they couldn't find anything wrong to write me a ticket, because they're damn sure looking. And so just little things like that. I'll turn the camera on when I go through the scale houses, so you can ride along with me and see. Hopefully you'll be able to feel that anticipation of, is the light going to blink red, or is the light going to blink green and send me back out onto the highway. And so I'm looking forward to your feedback, and hopefully this will be fun. So until next time.